than 3 million foreign visitors, tourists who will visit this country. Madam Speaker, the projection, which will create 10% GDP in 2026, will be US dollars 12.7 billion. We cannot allow Mr. Gachagua to come around and create incitement, Madam Speaker, and I want to call to NCIC to take keenly these matters, Madam Speaker. The National Cohesion and Integration Commission must ensure that Mr. Gachagua records a statement for inciting against economic saboteurs, Madam Speaker. This is treasonable, Madam Speaker, and therefore I want to call upon the leaders of coastal region and even us in the Rift Valley, even in Migori, the tourist site, even in Nandi, even in Nakuru, even in Nanyuki. It is not only a coastal affair. This is a national affair that and must be treated with the consideration, Mr. Speaker. And I'm happy, Madam Speaker, in conclusion, that when you saw the info track, he only got 4% support of Kenyans. It shows that this person who is pushing tribal ethnicity, tribal agenda, will never see the leadership of this country. And God forbid, if he ever runs for even a national office. Mr. Speaker, in conclusion, Madam Speaker, it was even a grievous mistake to make him the deputy president. And when we saw you in Azimio, Madam Speaker, complaining then, we didn't appreciate it. But we now appreciate why we removed him. And it was a grievous, tragic mistake to have been able to be the deputy president of this republic. And I'm happy each and every year, Madam Speaker, we continue to prove ourselves right while we impeached him, Mr. Speaker. And I know even he has been impeached. Even if he runs for any seat in this country, we'll continue to impeachment, Madam Speaker, because he has failed. And that is why even he has restricted to a small village called Wamunyoro, because his thinking is village thinking. He cannot think as a national leader. He cannot think as an international. Mr. Speaker, with those many remarks, I beg to support.
Senator Thangwa.
Madam Speaker, we cannot allow Cherargei, a lawyer who has never represented anyone, to come here and lecture regarding Gachagua without a substantive motion. Madam Speaker, can't you see we have won all Kalau?
Senator, order, Senator Thangwa. What is your point of order?
Point of order, Madam Speaker, is that Cherargei, Senator Cherargei, is discussing the people's deputy president without a substantive motion.
Senator, order, Senator Thangwa. You know very well that's not a point of order. I'll allow, please sit and you'll get an opportunity to.
Point of order 105.
Yeah.
Point of order 105, when you're giving.
Yes, what is that?
Here,
yes.
Madam Speaker. I've had him discuss the people's deputy president regarding Gachagua.
Senator,
a man that is respected by the people.
Order, Senator Thangwa. You are actually not helping yourself. What are you objecting to?
I'm objecting the senator discussing a person who is not in this house.
Now that does not fit within the points of orders. Please sit down. I'll call the next person. Senator Manzo.
No. Thank you. Thank you.
You actually finished. He called the point of order, but you finalized what you did. So I'm sorry, it is Senator Manzo next.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I want to comment on this statement by Leader Manyo.
Just before this, honorable senators, just take 2 or 3 minutes each so that other senators can also contribute.
Okay, let me begin now. I want to say that the statement by the Leader of Minority is totally mistaken. I want to challenge the state. In fact, what the Honorable Rigathi Gachagua said is that he's just alerting Kenyans what is making tourists not come to this country. The moment you are doing killings in the country, Mr. Speaker, the moment we have goons running people out of a church, Mr. Speaker, Madam Speaker, the moment we have the DCP truck attacked on a route which is on its way to Mount Kenya, where tourists pass to go to Mount Kenya, you don't expect any tourists to visit. The moment we have people on top of Prados and with guns, and no one knows them, including the Minister for Interior, then you are threatening tourists who want to come to this country. So if you want tourists to come to the country, keep the country peaceful. The moment you are disrupting Madamano and making killings, the whole world is watching abuse of human rights, Madam Speaker. At the moment the world is watching abuse of human rights, they don't like it. The tourists are not going to come to the country, Madam Speaker, so long as there are human rights abuses in this country. That's what stops tourists from coming to this country. That's what makes the government very unpopular, and therefore, Madam
Senator
Speaker,
Cherargei, what is your point of order?
there is none.
Madam Speaker, I raise understanding on the 105 on statement of fact. When he says the roads that lead to tourist site has been closed in Mount Kenya, what does he mean? Can he provide a substantiation on that?
Okay, Senator Manzo.
Yes, I want to substitute. You know the road where the truck of DCP was attacked is the road which leaves Naivasha and also leaves Nakuru and goes to Mount Kenya, where this Mount Kenya Safari Club and many other tourist attractions. It's also the way to north if you are coming. And that when the truck was burned in the middle of the road, then Kenyans and any other tourists could not travel that particular day.
Finalize, Senator Manzo.
Yes, I want to finalize on the statement of Honorable Kavindu, whereby the Matatu circles in Machakos town have had a problem. Machakos town is a middle town from Kitui and from Makueni. Makos Circle, which had been denied an opportunity to carry its business, its transport business, has been inconvenienced. Most of the owners come from Makueni. And therefore, I want to support Senator Kavindu that this matter of the circles must be sorted out with urgency, and that, Madam Speaker, that we look forward to when the governor comes to this floor so that this matter can be sorted out once and for all, and all business people can be happy operating from Machakos town. I thank you, Madam Speaker. I support.
Senator Methu.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. Yet again, Madam Speaker, now close to 2 years since Rigathi Gachagua was impeached, we are still discussing him in this house. We had been told that he'll be forgotten in 2 years, in two weeks. Now it's been 2 years. He is yet again on the floor of this house. We keep insisting the way Senator Dengwa has actually said.
Senator Methu, let me guide you. We are commenting on statements made in the House.
Yeah,
can I guide you to please just discuss, contribute towards the statements made in the House?
I'm not the one who approved this statement, Madam Speaker. This is a statement that was approved by your office. And it has been written.
That is true.
Yes.
And can you speak to the statement?
I'm speaking the statement. This statement is speaking about Rigathi Gachagua. So we are discussing Rigathi Gachagua here. It is not me who approved this statement. It is not me who sought for this statement. It's your office that already allowed us to discuss him again. So you can't say that...
What is your point of order, Senator Sigei?
Madam Speaker, I would rarely interfere with a colleague who is making contributions, but is Senator Methu in order to direct his concerns to the Honorable Speaker as to whether he should discuss or comment on the statement or ask you questions? Madam Speaker, if he can't debate on the statement or comment on the statement, he has no business threatening the Speaker.
Madam Speaker.
No, there is a point of order that has been raised. Let me guide. Senator Methu. The statement is about the impact of the remarks attributed to the former Deputy President discouraging tourism from visiting Kenya. So I would want you to make your comments in regard to that statement, please.
I want, Madam Speaker, and I want to, either I am not very good in English or one of us here is not very good in it. Because what I said, once again, we are discussing Rigathi Gachagua in this house. Once again, that's exactly what I've said. What is out of order?
That is fair comment. I would say proceed.
Yeah,
proceed.
Exactly.
Honorable senators, let's.
And I know people are very. I see the people.
On what point, Senator Eddy, please.
Madam Speaker, yes. I am standing under Standing Order 101 and Standing Order 105. 105 being statement of fact and 101 actually does require that if there is a discussion of any individual in this House, there has to be a substantive motion. Madam Speaker, I want to draw from everything, a ritual we do in this House, that when the presidents go, for instance, and makes a remark in the National Assembly.
Senator Eddie, please move straight to your point of order. Don't give an analogy from elsewhere. Senator Matthew.
Madam Speaker,
Senator Matthew, just hold on. I'm guiding the House.
This is the Gunism we're talking about.
Senator Matthew, please sit down. No. Senator Eddie, I am the one presiding. So I will be the one to decide who speaks and who doesn't. So can you move straight to your point of order?
So, Madam Speaker, what I'm saying here, the statement we are discussing here is not discussing the persona of Rigathi Gachagua. The statement, it is clearly indicated here, is a statement to condemn the unfortunate remarks made by the former deputy president.
Senator Eddie, I will call you to order and ask you to sit down. He did not talk about persona of the deputy president. But please sit down. I have ordered, please, let Senator Matthew finish and then you can respond. I'll give you an opportunity to make your remarks.
Madam Speaker, first, I'm surprised that you're saying let Senator Matthew finish, and I've not started. I just said just 4 words. I've just said 4 words. Madam Speaker, I just said yet again.
Yes, 4 words means you have begun, you will finish, isn't it?
So why don't you allow me to then speak? When you
Order, Senator Eddie. Order, Senator Cherargei. The only person I've allowed to speak is Senator Matthew.
You know what they are looking at is the time. They wanted to get to 6:30.
Please.
So now, Madam Speaker, I wish there was a verbatim quoted about what His Excellency Rigathi Gachagua said, so that then we can discuss the import of what exactly he said. And Madam Speaker, you know, I wonder whether these people who are running this country, especially the ones who are in charge of our security apparatus, actually know what they are doing to this country when they allow this country to be a goon nation. That everything and everywhere, goons are just everywhere, because that is exactly what Rigathi Gachagua was speaking about. Just imagine, if a tourist was to come to Kenya, and they find and they see gun-wielding people, because we have never seen that kind of thing, Madam Speaker, that a person is on top of a Prado, just shooting aimlessly in a small by-election that is in Orkalao, Madam Speaker, because that is exactly what was the import of what you were speaking about, Madam Speaker. Do you actually think, and do the President actually...
I have overruled the point of order, please.
Yes, thank you, Madam Speaker. Thank you. Do the people who are in charge of the security of this country...
Cherargei, order. Senator, you will respect the chair. Proceed.
You know, Madam Speaker, you know why he is disrupting me? Of course, because he doesn't want us to speak about this very dangerous trend that is creeping in our nation, Madam Speaker. We cannot allow our country to be run by goons. We can't have a minister for goons, Madam Speaker.
Honorable Senators, it's now... It's now 6:30 p.m., time to adjourn the Senate. The Senate therefore stands adjourned until tomorrow, 22nd July at 9:30 a.m.